Inform, investigate, inspire. This is News 3 This Morning.
And right now at 5 o'clock, we began this morning by marking an important milestone for our community.
The Chesapeake Walmart, where a store manager shot and killed 6 employees, will reopen.
And friends, I am live here at the Walmart in the Greenbrier community of Chesapeake, where in just a few hours, this building will reopen to customers. A very monumental day for our community. We know at 9 a.m. there will be a ceremony, and then at 10 a.m. those doors will reopen to customers. We will also see an unveiling of a memorial dedicated to the 6 lives we lost here that is just behind me near the front of the store. You know, it has been nearly 5 months since that mass shooting took the lives of 6 members of our community, 6 people who had just gone to work that night in November and never made it home. And this morning, we start the day by honoring their memory and saying their names. Brian Pendleton, Kelly Pyle, Lorenzo Gamble, Randy Blevins, Tynika Johnson, and Fernando Jesus Chavez Barone. Those names we honor and remember this morning. We know a day like today, as the Walmart here reopens to business, is going to be triggering for the families of the loved ones we lost. It's going to be difficult for the people who were inside this store and escaped death when their store manager opened fire, killing 6 of their colleagues. And we also know it's going to be triggering for customers who used to frequent this Walmart. So I spoke with a local psychologist who specializes in PTSD about how we can navigate a day like today.
We'll never forget the tragedy that unfolded at the Greenbrier Walmart in Chesapeake. The crime scene tape, the terrifying accounts from survivors.
He had the gun pointed at me, and then he pointed up at the ceiling, and he told me, "Jesse, go home."
An unimaginable horror unfolding in a public place where we should feel safe, and that has old customers uncertain about coming back.
Would I go back? I don't know.
That anxiety, that heart racing, that shaking a little bit, that second guessing, should I even go to Walmart? Like, those responses are definitely normal.
Hampton Roads psychologist Dr. Christy Norwood specializes in PTSD. She tells me the increases we're seeing in mass shootings, like the Walmart in November, the UVA shootings a few weeks earlier, and the Virginia Beach Municipal Center shooting in 2019 can spark fear of public places.
Is it normal for us to have that response that maybe we're afraid to go to a Walmart or an entertainment venue or a football game?
Yeah, absolutely. It is definitely normal to have that reaction. Anytime we have a stressful experience, let alone a traumatic event, or even if we're just constantly hearing about those experiences that were lived by other people, it can impact us. The challenge is when we stay there, right? Where we say, I'm no longer going to any grocery store ever again. I'm no longer going to any movie theater, right? It's never safe for me to be around any other human being because something traumatic may happen.
Dr. Norwood says it's okay to set boundaries, but we should get help before it becomes an obsession.
I may avoid places or reminders of the trauma, and so essentially it shrinks my life. Over time, it can kind of feel like you're in a prison because you're limited to certain spaces.
Dr. Norwood says therapy can help you see the entire picture when pain is taking center stage.
But if we kind of open it up to the entire world, the number of people that go to the grocery store every day don't experience that level of trauma. You can ultimately get your life back. You can eventually start to actually live a life where you may still feel some of those symptoms, but at least you're not limited by the event or the events that have happened.
And we know one of the ways that you can find a therapist, someone to talk to if you need, is you can talk to your general practitioner, your general doctor, that they may be able to refer someone. And we know for many in our community, it's hard to believe that it's been nearly 5 months to the day that this tragedy unfolded here at the Walmart.
Yes, so many of us will never forget that day. And as we move forward, Jessica, it is also important to look back to what led up to that horrific night.
Just 2 days before families were set to celebrate Thanksgiving, late on the night of November 22nd, the first calls for help began to flood 911. a mass shooting at the Walmart off of Battlefield Boulevard. Early the next morning, we learn how dark the night before really was.
I am devastated by the senseless act of violence that took place last night in our city.
6 people, all store employees, killed. Several others injured. The shooter, who police identified as a store manager, also dead. November 24th, Thanksgiving. Mourners build a memorial for the victims in the store's parking lot. 6 white crosses, all in a row. The next day, police would reveal clues about their investigation, releasing what they call a death note left on the shooter's phone. Police also said Andre Bing legally bought the 9mm handgun used in the shooting just hours before he opened fire. November 28th, a citywide memorial service to honor the victims. Hundreds held candles, prayed, wept, just trying to make sense of it all. As the emotional healing began, the next day the first legal action came. A $50 million lawsuit filed against Walmart on behalf of Donna Prialu. She says she complained about the shooter's behavior in the months before the incident, but management did not take action. December 5th, Centera Norfolk General reports the last 2 shooting victims being treated there had been released from the hospital. The next day, the next $50 million lawsuit filed on behalf of employee James Kelly, who, according to the suit, witnessed several of his co-workers being brutally murdered. Almost 1 month after the shooting, a third lawsuit.
I don't think that I will ever get those visions out of my head.
Employee Brianna Tyler says she found bullet holes in the jacket she wore that night. Later that month, Walmart argued the lawsuits should be dismissed, saying this was a workers' compensation issue. January 16th, a new year, and a new General Assembly in Richmond. A 3-day waiting period to buy guns is proposed. That bill would be voted down before the end of that month. No action taken. January 30th, more legal action. The estate of shooting victim Randy Blevins files a multi-million-dollar wrongful death lawsuit against Walmart and the estate of the shooter. Walmart would start hiring new staff for the Greenbrier store in February and announced today's reopening date earlier this month.
You know, in the hours and days after the shooting back in November, it almost seemed hard to believe that we would ever get to a day like this, Jessica, where things would reopen and the community, particularly in the Greenbrier section of Chesapeake, would begin to get back to normal. But Jessica, here we are today.
Blaine, that is right. And, you know, there's so many mixed emotions about Walmart reopening today. As you said, some people want to move forward. Some people have a difficult time being here. And so we will see a wide range of emotions as the Walmart opens today. And News 3 is continuing our team coverage of the reopening of the Walmart here in the Greenbrier community. You know, you mentioned lawsuits against Walmart. So coming up at 5:30, Blaine, our anchor Anthony Sabella is going to be joining me here for team coverage, talking about the lawsuits that Walmart is facing, who has filed them, how much money they're seeking, and what Walmart's response has been. Blaine and Aaron.
Jessica, we also know that the Walmart was remodeled after this mass shooting. They remodeled the store there. So here's a look at some of the work that we could see from outside of the store from earlier this month. In just a few hours, at 10 o'clock this morning, we are going to share images from inside of the newly remodeled Walmart on WTKR.com. And then you can join News 3 anchor Pari Cruz on News 3 at noon for a tour of a look inside of the Chesapeake Walmart.
Our first look inside there as our team coverage continues all day here on News 3 and WTKR.com. Right now it's 5:09. Quick check of first warning weather with meteorologist Miles Henderson.
And like yesterday morning, off to that kind of comfortably cool start to the day, we're in the 50s, a couple spots in the 40s like Chesapeake, 54 in Virginia Beach, Norfolk, we're at 52 in Newport News. Big picture, you can see a bit of a range from the 60s on the Outer Banks to the 40s as you look inland, 45 for Wakefield and Franklin. This afternoon, most of us will climb back to the 70s, but again, we could see some range. We could see some 60s right on the water, could get closer to 80 for some of our inland spots, but most of us, of course, will land in the middle in the 70s. Satellite radar picture is quiet. Expect lots of sunshine today, wall-to-wall sunshine, but not as windy as yesterday. That'll be our biggest change for today, more of an east wind at around 5 to 10 for today. So here's a look at your day planner. Going from near 50 degrees this morning to the mid-70s this afternoon. Lots of sunshine and lighter winds. A big warm up is on the way for the end of the week. We'll talk about the climb to the 80s and a look ahead to our next round of rain coming up in just a few minutes.
Good morning. It's 5:10 with first warning traffic as we begin with the downtown tunnel and Berkeley Bridge. In the overnight hours, we had one lane blocked, but we look good now, as you can see, traveling into Portsmouth as well as into Norfolk. No delays whatsoever. And same thing if your early morning commute takes you to the Midtown Tunnel and you need to travel along 58 or 164 West Norfolk Bridge, currently a quiet place too. And then we'll take a look at 64 eastbound right before the high-rise bridge. Those are these lanes traveling toward Bowers Hill. No delays there. And same thing in the reverse if you're coming out of Bowers Hill this morning. And I don't have any Gilmerton Bridge lifts scheduled so far. That could certainly change. I'll let you know if it does. And we have sign inspection and repairs underway that will be happening today on the bypass, and that is going to be northbound. It was southbound yesterday, and right up around the toll plaza, you will find that happening between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. So you could potentially find delays there. It's 5:10. We'll be right back after the break.
You're watching a special edition of News 3 this morning. I'm Jessica Larche in Chesapeake at the Walmart in the Greenbrier community here, where in just a few hours, these doors will open to customers for the first time in 5 months since the mass shooting here last November took the lives of 6 people in our community. We know today is going to be filled with a range of emotions. There is set to be a ceremony here at 9 a.m. that will unveil a memorial just behind me that will honor the 6 people we lost here. And we know this is going to be an interesting day to navigate emotionally, but I want to bring in meteorologist Miles Henderson now to talk about the weather. You know, is it going to cooperate with the plans they have here today, Miles?
It will. Today is going to be another nice weather day for us, very similar to yesterday. So as we start out first thing this morning, we'll take a look at the weather headlines. Warming up, we're going to climb back to the 80s later this week. I am tracking our next chance for rain, but that's not until this weekend. And then cool again. We'll see highs dropping to the 60s for early next week. So still a range of temperatures here over the next several days. Let's start with those high temperatures. In the 70s today, not bad for this time of year, but we'll jump to the mid and upper 80s for Thursday and Friday. A little sample of summer there to finish up the week. For the weekend, notice the cool down going from 80 on Saturday, dropping to near 70 on Sunday. Will fall to the 60s by early next week. So a big time cool down behind a cold front that'll move through this weekend. Today we're looking good, seeing lots of sunshine. That sunshine will stay with us all day long. So clear start early this morning, then mostly sunny the rest of the day. Notice the winds pretty light, an east wind at around 5 to 10. That'll be our biggest change compared to yesterday. As we go through tonight, still mostly clear. Tomorrow, a few clouds will drift in, but it's still going to be a very nice day. Just a couple bonus clouds here and there as compared to the all blue skies we've seen the past couple of days. But overall, Thursday is looking really nice for us as well, just that big step warmer. For Friday, nice during the day. We'll see some clouds build in Friday night. And here comes that next chance for rain. That's going to move in Saturday, mostly Saturday night to early Sunday morning. Again, a cold front swiping through for us there. We'll see those skies start to clear out again Sunday afternoon. So just look at the timeline so you can make your plans for the weekend. Saturday during the day, not a whole lot to worry about, so we're good to go there. But about sunset, we'll see that rain chance jump to a 70% chance, a shower or storm possible Saturday night. Sunday morning, we'll have some leftovers, especially early in the morning, but notice by noon, we're down to just a 20% chance. So most of the day Saturday, most of the day Sunday will be dry, but just that rain chance right in the middle, mostly Saturday night to Sunday morning. As far as the numbers go, most of us could see about a ½ inch of rainfall, so a pretty good dose of rain, and that's good news. We do need a little bit of rain, so obviously the timing not great with it being over the weekend, but the rainfall that we do need. So that's some good news mixed in there, and also should help to knock down the pollen count just a little bit. Here's a look at today. Sunny skies, that cool start this morning. Most of us are in the 50s, but we do have some spots in the 60s, some spots in the 40s. We'll head to the 70s this afternoon and not as windy as yesterday. Big step warmer into the 80s for Thursday and for Friday, and lots of sunshine. So another really nice but warmer stretch for us there. For the weekend, you see the cool down dropping from 80 to 70 into the 60s for early next week. We'll be back to sunshine, but it's going to feel much cooler for Monday and Tuesday.
Thanks for the early heads up on that, Miles. It's 5:17, keeping road workers safe on the job. It's Work Zone Safety Awareness Week, how Virginia is observing this important cause, and what you should keep in mind as you hit the roads this morning.
News 3 Sports, sponsored by West Shore Home.
We're less than 2 weeks away from the NFL draft, where Old Dominion tight end prospect Zach Kuntz and offensive lineman Nick Saldivera are hoping to hear their names called, but in the meantime, trying to enjoy the slow build-up to draft weekend. Back on Saturday for the Monarchs spring game, watching and giving some advice back to next year's team. With workouts and meetings with NFL teams abounding, Kuntz and Saldivera using this weekend to get a new perspective on the process. But they tell me as their chance to achieve their NFL dreams comes a little bit closer, they're trying not to let the nerves take over and rather just enjoy wherever the game takes them next.
No, I wouldn't say any nerves, really. It's kind of like you said, it's out of my control, and I've done a good job of controlling the controllables. So if it's out of my control, I'm not going to stress too much on it.
Being appreciative that I have an opportunity to play this game and do everything I can to go to the next level and be successful there. I just got to be appreciative of the process, man. There's so many people who would love to be in the shoes that I'm in, so I'm very appreciative for it.
The NFL draft starts on April 27th through the 29th. History on Tuesday afternoon on the course. Old Dominion's Leah Onosato putting the finishing touches on winning the Sunbelt Individual Women's Championship. She turned in a 1/73 in her final round of golf, finishing the 3-round tournament at 2 under and taking the Monarchs' first individual medalist in program history in a conference. The graduate student saying after all the tournaments through the years, this one is pretty hard to top.
My last tournament with Old Dominion, barring regionals, and I've never won one. And so after 4 years, being able to finally win one means a lot. And I just being able to reach this point and having this final tournament and being able to win it's kind of unreal. It's hard to believe.
Now, Onosato also takes the Sunbelt automatic qualifier spot for the NCAA tournament in the regionals, which start on May 8th. And that's a look at your morning sports. Have a great day.
At 5:23, a look at your first warning forecast. Most of us are in the 50s this morning, so another comfortably cool start. We're at 52 on the peninsula, 54 south side, and 53 in North Carolina. Big warm up for the end of the week. We'll see highs in the 70s today, headed to the 80s for Thursday and for Friday, but still lots of sunshine, so nice but warmer stretch for us there. As far as the pollen count, not going to see much relief over the next few days. We're still in the high range, but with a rain chance Saturday night to Sunday morning, we should see at least a slight drop there as we go to the second half of the weekend. So a little bit of hidden good news with that rain chance for this weekend.
Well, good morning. We'll start with 64 eastbound at the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel, and we actually just heard from the Virginia Department of Transportation about the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. There's been a disabled utility vehicle inside the tunnel, so we're going to be down to one lane for most of the morning, at least the next 2 hours. So if you need to head to the HRBT, certainly keep that in mind. We'll be watching for delays this morning. And once again, eastbound is traveling to the south side via the HRBT. We will continue to monitor and remind you about this throughout the morning. Now, this is traveling 664 southbound to the Monterey to Merrimack. Keep this one in mind too as an alternate. We look pretty good here so far, and a little bit up there you can see the 39th Street exit ramp that is beginning to build for those traveling into Newport News Shipbuilding. Also busier northbound here, now shaking at the James River Bridge with no morning opening scheduled there, but no problems getting into Newport News. And the Coleman Bridge isn't going to pop in here for us, but we are looking good at the Coleman. We're quiet into York County as well as into Gloucester. And this week is Work Zone Awareness Week, and a few things to just keep in mind. Really slow down and pay attention in those work zones where you're seeing workers. Also carefully move over and stay alert. And then the other thing, to avoid distractions. That is a really big deal. And some of the most popular include our phones, flipping with the radio, and eating. And this morning, News 3 is celebrating Work Zone Awareness Week, and VDOT is encouraging you to do your part to help keep the roads safe. The campaign emphasizes that everyone shares the responsibility for safe work zones. And a memorial along I-64, a little bit closer to Charlottesville, bears the names of the 134 state highway transportation workers who died while performing their jobs. To show your support, VDOT is asking you to wear orange today, and there will also be a vigil today, followed by a statewide moment of silence that's actually going to be happening at 10 a.m.
Jen's wearing her orange today. I wore it yesterday, not knowing that today was the day for orange, so I celebrated a day early. Let's just go with that. Hey, News 3 shining a spotlight on some important topics with our Community Conversation series. This Friday, we're highlighting mental health in the workplace. News 3 anchor Barbara Ciara spoke with a panel of experts about battling burnout in 2023, discussing the Great Resignation, work-life balance, military mental health, and more. That airs this Friday at 7:30 right here on News 3, as well as our sister station WGNT, and streaming at WTKR.com. Our time is 5:26.
And I'm Jessica Larche here live in Chesapeake at the Walmart in the Greenbrier community here, where in just a few hours, the doors here will reopen to customers for the first time in 5 months since the mass shooting here that took the lives of 6 people here in our community. Our team coverage moves forward this morning. We're taking a special moment to honor the lives we lost here. And we're also going in depth looking at the lawsuits that Walmart is still facing from people who escaped death here and from one of the family members of someone who died here in this mass shooting tragedy. Our special edition of News 3 this morning continues after 5:30 here on News 3.